Jomo 6 on the clock, lunchtime nights, another Wednesday morning, lunchtime. Sana po ay meron tayong ready lunch dyan because we have been inviting you to spend your lunch with us, but of course, kanya-kanya tayong lunch. So it's another health revolution lunchtime. Of course, good afternoon, Ma'am Betty, kumusta po?
Hi, good afternoon, Raymond. Hello, our revolutionarios. It's another Wednesday and sabi ka nila dito ho sa amin, sabi, be part of the solution, join the revolution. So we want to have a change, diba, Raymond? So,
yes.
So I hope you had a fruitful week and we look forward to more, a better normal in the future.
Yep. That's why we are here.
We
have invited somebody to help us.
Yes.
Chart the because these are uncharted, waters or itong journey na to natin talagang medyo stop down. Talaga ito yung kumbaga sinaksak kumbaga sa ating baga. We're forced to adjust in this pandemic. Pero of course, all hope is not lost. And if we suck on planning or in planning, as sabi nga ng mga experts Filipinos, bad planners na tayo Magaling tayo sa mga volunteering, sa mga yung pag nag-gather ng tao, rallying. Yeah, pero pagdating sa planning, that's one weakness we have. So ngayon, we have invited somebody who will help us kasi nga, we cannot take this sitting down lang, di ba? And kawawa naman tayo, naka-lockdown tayo, nakatakot lumabas. Pero gumaganda ang kalikasan, di ba? Pas ang ating family life gumaganda, spiritual life natin. Pero siguro it's about time na to make plans, no? Pero of course, we have to have somebody who really is into this, no? Talagang licensed international urban planner and environmental planner din. So, pakilala natin man o ngayon na, i-introduce na natin.
Yes, we're very fortunate, diba? Imagine, international, siya, she's an international planner. Yes, sabi nga nila, diba, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yes. Palagi, it may be very cliche, no? But it's really the foundation of everything, Actually nga, I was with my cook, sabi ko nga, alam mo, kahit na yung pagluto lang, kala nyo luto lang yan. You still have plan, diba, with the good, with the good menu, and then you also have to budget, diba, and it all goes together. And then, the most important thing actually is also the execution. But then, how can you execute if you don't have a good plan, diba? So, diba, we're very, very fortunate, diba, na today, from her very busy schedule, sabi ko nga, mas
and she is
busy
also the
ngayon.
wife and mother of, wife siya na isang frontliner, and mga anak niya, mga frontliners din. So, talaga sila yun nandyan, in the thick of the battle. So, without further ado, we'd like to introduce to you, welcome to the show, Ms. Heidi Maluba. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Miss Heidi.
Hello, hi, Betty and Tom, Raymond, JR.
Yes.
Yes. So, introduction. May international exposure natin.
Kulang pa nga daw yun
Thank you.
Hindi, actually, nung una kami nagkakilala ni Ma'am Heidi, urban planner, pero nilevel up pa niya, nagpa-license environmental planner pa siya.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
like I always say, I'm just following the Lord's leading na every time
Mm.
na matawag, and whether it's across the seas,
Mm.
tayo. So, uh, doon tayo nadadala pag minsan. So, thank you, Lord.
Mm-mm. Yes, yes. Kasi
Well,
the world needs people like you, di ba ma'am? Kasi lang po,
no.
bubuksa ko yun.
Ano naman kasi in our show Health Revolution, sabi nga namin na it's a holistic approach.
Yes,
Everything
exactly.
yan, emotional, physical, even the spiritual. Kasi kung titignan mo, spiritual is very important kasi it's the driving force at the back there. It's the faith, di ba, that we have that will drive us to do everything. Even to do planning, right? There must be faith na, okay, this is my plan. I have to see my plan through. Kailangan
Mm-mm.
maayos ko itong plano ko. Kasi otherwise, a plan is useless kung hindi naman maganda yung execution, di ba? Pero, still, a plan has to start and the execution has to start with a very good plan. Dahil kung palpak yung plan, pangit yun yung magiging result, yung ba, Miss Heidi?
Yes.
Exactly po. So, we have always been emphasizing that dun sa aming profession, sa aming field. But you see, there are lots of factors na mas napaprioritize ng ating halimbawa ng leaders. So, but on an individual capacity, we can do that too. So, unfortunately nga, in the past, hindi masyadong napaprioritize. And even if merong nangyayari what they call planning, it's really more of what we call tokenism. Hindi, it has always been a challenge to implement what has been planned. And ang sad to say, yung iba nga, most of the plans remain in the shelves. Hindi siya hindi nagkakaroon ng tunay na engagement. So, like before the show, we were talking about communities. So, we will dwell on that in greater depth in the course of our chat. Okay. Anong
Yun na nga, our topic is urban and environment planning. No? So, kasi usually when we
in the Philippines, we are licensed as environmental planners. Even if may kanya-kanya specialization, yung iba naman ang urban, ang direction. Yung iba, everything, institutional planning, yung iba, physical planning, mas magagaling mga architects. Yung iba, social planning. So, all of this, pero under siya ng overarching field of environmental planning.
Okay. So, kaya lang, I'm saying na, di ba, urban. So, usually when we talk of urban, it's about the city, di ba? Ang laki-laki ng city, ang bilis-bilis din ng activities that's going on in the city, na sometimes people just cannot cope. Just like yung COVID na problem natin ngayon. So, ano yung suggestion of, or is the government doing well about what they are doing right now? Or as an urban planner, you have a better solution to the problem that we have now? Are we in a better position compared to other countries, or kawawa naman tayo?
Okay. First po, are we in a better position than other countries? I think, we were able to do a lot of strategies, a lot of approaches na implement natin yan very early on. So, para lang, may meron kasi isang characteristic. At first, we were all afraid. We were all scared of it. Pagkatapos mo nagkakaroon tayo parang hindi nag-subo. At least we were all very worried about the virus. But nung nag-lockdown, tayo, hindi na natin nakakalimutan nakikita natin na hindi naman nawawala yung virus. Tapos nung hirapan yung really blood on the earth, sabi na. So, but in the end, mas una tayo kaysa sa mga iba. Like, I was talking to Kat earlier, sabi ko nga, I did some simple math about, compare ko the new, parang of late, ang hotspot in the US, it used to be New York and the eastern coast areas. But now na lumipat na sa mga medyo sunny belt areas like Florida and Texas. So I compared yung population nila with us. And sabi ko, wow, they're worse off. Kasi nga, hindi naman sila nagawa ng mga protocols that our government has instilled in us at the onset. Parang mas gusto nila yung kanilang what they call freedom. So, medyo ngayon nagkakagulo sila and they're in the millions. Really in the millions in the US. What is their population? 330 million. That's the birthday ni Michelle Obama when I listened to her speech last time ng Democratic National Convention. They're 330 million. Tayo, 110 or thereabouts. Pero gaano kalaki ang kanilang exposure to the virus, to the disease. So, I think we're not so...
So by percentage. So by percentage,
that they have all the healthcare facilities na mas higher standards than ours. Pero may isa pa yung question, yung earlier question ninyo was what is that again? Yung paano yun? Yung cities, I think you were asking about cities. Like I said, yun nga, si former Secretary General of the UN, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, has said na the battle will be won on the cities. But to me, it is becoming more apparent. Ganun yun yung UN in the World Urban Forum that I attended and mga UN habitat. The focus is all these different cities. But nakikita natin ngayon, parang more city, pero communities, right? Rather than country level, bumaba sa cities, ngayon, community. And yun nga, that helps us also asking on the individual capacity, kung tawag ko na lang din para feel na din or sounds like, anong magagawa ko? Parang anong pwede ko, paano ko ma-avoid on the individual level. So, in urban planning, we have what we call mga grains, granular, and we are hearing that now again sa mga IATF discussions and kay Secretary Roque na may mga granular responses. That means, nakaliit mo na. Tinitingnan mo. That means we're maturing, and that's a very positive status. Right? Na nagmamature tayo in response to the whole group. As a country, as a government. So,
yan ang gusto ko kay Miss Heidi. Malakas ang faith sa Filipino people.
Because tayo, baka sa faith namin sa taas, the greatest planner above.
Yeah. Tama. Ayun. Pero yun na nga, kaya lang kasi the Filipinos, they have as you said, they have a ningas kogon attitude, di ba? So, kung kunyari, kulang nga sa planning, medyo mahirap din, well, probably that is one of the reasons why the COVID cases are increasing right now. Kasi nga, as you've said, we started well naman, except bakit hindi natin na-control yung sa COVID? Is it something that has to do with the lack of planning? Or meron namang plan, kaya lang hindi maganda yung execution? Or
on that note, I'll follow through the if you check, hindi na yung New York, but for like Florida, for like Texas, ito yung ang lalaking land area yan. nakaspread ang mga tao. But sa atin talaga, we see na NCR, compact, yung talaga nakatabi ang mga tao.
Yes. O nga, mas lalo na, di ba, in the poorer areas, most
Yes, po.
especially.
There are so many
Oo.
alleys, so many interiors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Madami yung madaming, they tend to group together, too close for comfort, kumbaga. Kahit na ba
Yeah.
may COVID na, sige pa rin, magkasama pa rin.
Hindi. I think it's because of the place, the lack of space, di po ba? Yung social distancing is hard to implement in mga interiors, in houses where, the typical Filipino family, especially the urban poor, mga 5 anak, di ba? Ang liit nila ng space, tapos yun. So they have no place to go but to, go outside. Yung playground na nasa highway o nasa main road, di po ba? So talaga it's really tough.
Ano yung term doon? Dingding lang ang Dingding lang ang
Dingding lang ang
divider,
pagitan.
Oo, pagitan. And
Tapos meron pa, ibang family dun sa second floor, ibang family dun sa, yung shanty yun meron, yung shanty yun, merong second floor, may third floor, may fourth floor. Minsan iba-ibang family yun.
So if
Ayan
we're
na.
going to look at it, if we are going to look at it in that aspect, is nagkaroon ng pagkukulang in coming up with the isolation centers. Kasi nga, syempre, kung maliit yung lugar nung family, dapat sana early on, naka-establish na yung mga isolation centers para they can just go there temporarily. Or, I know for now, parang they plan to use some of the schools, di ba?
Marami na naman po, kaya lang talaga, siguro
Kasi
too many
nga, di ba,
people, population.
papasok dyan, with that question, papasok dyan yung akin talagang advocacy. Ever since I've been advocating sa housing, it's, kasi nga, we have already three habitat UN Habitat conferences. The first one, this happens every 20 years, and it sets the policies for urban development and housing. At ang sinasabi doon, ever since 1976 in Vancouver, ang sinabi doon, housing is for all. 1996 in Istanbul, housing is for all. 2016, yun yung Quito, Ecuador, where I was able to attend. Still, housing is for all. Hindi kasi bahay na, like, pag isip natin ng bahay, isip natin single detached, or meron kang, pabahay is housing, shelter. Shelter is I think the more operative term. Kasi pag inisip mo ang word na shelter, that it's your security. It's your security.
Facility.
So it doesn't mean na it could be a space kasi talaga lang. Kasi ang nagiging response natin is resettlement sa malalayo. Right now, kung wala ka ding transportation, hindi ka ngayon makakala.
Yung mga trabaho.
Ang area hindi naman live, work, study, learn, and play. Hindi ganun. Ideally yun dapat. Ganun ang klase ng housing kung inilagay mo man sa medyo malayong areas. So, but still, in all my talks, sinasabi ko doon, hindi naman lang din yan. It's a problem in all of the third world countries. At kahit na ang homelessness is also a problem in first world countries. There are areas and meron din talagang certain numbers. May ganun. So, hindi naman natin pwedeng balikan yun kasi that's in the past. Hindi na, ngayon, crisis eh. So, we're in a crisis mode, crisis situation. So, hindi na muna tayo mag-dwell on that kasi eto nandito na yung problema. But how else nga? Hindi din natin na-capture wala namang classes, dapat noon pa nagamit ang school. Wala namang classes eh. And hindi yun, ang nag-apura na magawa ng mga bagong facilities, we have existing facilities na pwedeng i-meet up lang or anong tawag doon? I-customize na for the need. So yun. But
Okay.
kasi every one of us, lahat, gobyerno, tao, bago ito. So, nangangapa. And it's
Yes,
understandable. So,
Okay. So, yes.
Really positive sa ating sarili at sa pagtingin. Sa perspective natin.
All right. So, yeah, at this point in time, we have to take a break muna. We have to take a break muna. Then, we'll be back with more of our discussion on planning. Andito pa lang tayo sa unang stage na mamaya we'll be helping them out with some practical steps on how we can micro-plan. Kasi, di ba, all of this, parang design dito ni God, eh. Before the worship, before the churches were designed, family muna, di ba? Family inuna niya eh. So, the husband and wife, tapos na mga anak. Parang, in my personal opinion, all of this, katulad ng granular, dati, kino-cover all. Pero the government realized, kailangan specialized lockdowns lang, di ba? Ganon. So, I think one of the keys can be from the family, from the personal to the family, then from there, di po ba? So, we will be hearing more from Ma'am Katie and more from for the two of us, Betty and me. Don't go away, we'll be back. Where is my commercial? I don't. Okay.
Business Innovations Gateway Incorporated. Our vision, to provide happy options for healthy living the holistic way. Our mission, to manufacture and distribute innovative and convenient high-quality products which provide the best value for your money. Our products: Gusto Powdered Vegetable Drink Mix, Big 5-0 Plant-Based Omega-369 Vegetarian Capsules, 2 Biota Liver Care Probiotics with Prebiotic Vegetarian Capsules, 15 Biota Probiotics with Prebiotics, presenting Gusto Powdered Vegetable Drink Mix. By using spray drying technology, the vegetables are naturally spray dried. Gusto Powdered Vegetable Drink Mix is your daily detox with all natural antioxidants. Gusto Powdered Vegetable Drink Mix combines the natural goodness of 10 vegetables, ginger, turmeric and mango, healthily sweetened with stevia leaves which are easily absorbed by your body. You can now enjoy the health benefits of daily fruit and vegetable intake without the added work of chewing. Moving on to Big 5-0 Plant-Based Omega-369 Vegetarian Capsules to flush out the bad oil. Big 5-0 has 5 ingredients that can prevent cardiovascular disease. The capsule of Big 5-0. Improved capsule stability and effectivity. Japan Sealing Capsule Introduction. It is in vegetable capsule and uses an advanced Japanese sealing technology, so the oil do not leak. This way the capsule can be easily digested. Reduces water vapor infiltration, that leads to the reduction of moisture deterioration of the raw material. Moving on to 15 Biota. Unique features of 15 Biota probiotics with prebiotics. Contains 15 strains probiotics kept alive by prebiotics. Each capsule have 5 billion alive bacteria with innovative coating technology. Move on to 2 Biota Liver Care Probiotics with Prebiotic Vegetarian Capsules. It filters our blood. Help yourself. Take 2 Biota Liver Care. It is the smart vitamin.
All right, and we are back. Okay, medyo reconnect. Yeah, for better audio.
Miss Hailey. Pero yun na,
Yes.
very interesting nga. Nakalimutan yung maingay ng pero ang sinasabi nga ni Miss Hailey is, we are better off than the US kasi nga
A lot
330
better.
sa US. O percentage-wise, kung i-consider mo, hindi naman ganun kataas yung statistics natin eh. Hindi naman ganun karami yung naging victim, yung mga namatay.
Mataas po yung recovery. Mataas yung
Oo,
recovery
mataas
rate
yung recovery
natin.
ngayon. Oo. Siguro
Ito so
lang,
sad na may marami rin namamatay. It's so sad. Pero
yeah,
compared to other nations, we're far better off. Considering the fact din, ma'am, di ba, yung katulad yung na brought up mo kanina, kay Ma'am Heidi, yung ating population, in a very small archipelago, we are 106 million. Whereas compared to the US, we are something like, they are mga 350 million di ba? Pero,
I think, oo.
ang laki-laki nila, di ba? Okay.
Yun nga lang yung dito
Siguro
sa
hindi nakakonect. Pero nakakonect ka, hindi lang makapasok.
Oo,
Pwede mo mag-log out muna ulit sa stream, then come back. Yan ang problema, isa pang problema sa Pilipinas. Our perennial problem talaga is our internet signal. Oh my gosh.
And naku kasi ayaw ng mga telecom na company
Hopefully,
na nailagay sa mga residential villages, yung mga structures nila, yan, laki-laki ng mga commercial areas.
Log back in. Ayan. Challenging talaga, di ba? Signals. Ayun, ma'am. So, as I was saying nga kanina, yung planning talaga. Totoo kaya yun?
Naririnig ko
Ayan, sabi ko kasi mag-log out muna Kasi minsan gano'n. Experience ko na yan sa maraming mga guests Pag may problema, log out, log in. Para bang sa atin pag tumawag parang naman walang reset mo lang po, boss. Reset mo lang. Kasi sometimes yung ating signal, nag-i-spurt. Nagpuputol-putol din. So, ayun. So, I hope, talagang ma-upgrade na rin lahat ng ating mga technology here in the Philippines. Because we are so many talaga 106, 109 million yata. Kailangan talaga i-prepare yung ating business people, yung ating government must prepare for, a big population like ours.
Yun na nga, di ba, ang sa Philippines nga, ang dami-dami natin, tsaka pinakamahal na nga yung yung pinabayad natin for telecom And still, the telecom companies are not doing their share of the work. But anyway, that's something for government to deal with. Nagko-complain naman kami. Makinig, di ba? Interviewin na lang nila kami kung ano yung mga pwedeng solution.
Yes.
Pero yung talking,
yes, ma'am.
I think, yung napansin ko lang lately, dapat yung yung mga tao, they feel na they have this at the first symptom na meron silang nararamdaman. Dapat inubo ako. Dapat iisipin mo muna, baka may COVID ako. Tapos, at saka na lang, kung hindi, di mabuti, di ba? Pero they try to, to think of the worst case scenario first. Kasi feeling ko lang pag mas maagang na-arrest yung problem, mas mabilis yung recovery. Pero pag kunyari pinadelay, mas matagal yung recovery. Kaya nga, kung minsan magugulat tayo, positive pa din wala namang nararamdaman, di ba?
Kaya importante rin yung mga home remedies, di ba? Tsaka unang-una lifestyle, yung mga choices ng ating pagkain na pinipili, iniinom. Talagang importante yun yung mga food choices. Kaya importante, pinaplano. Sabi nga ni Mang Tani, magplano para sigurado. We have to plan talaga everything,
Dapat pa may COVID plan din sila. Kasi kunyari, ano ba yung mga ah, public health measures na kailangan nilang i-emphasize, like washing your hands, put on your mask, ganyan, boost your immune system. Yun. Kasama pa rin yan sa pag-planning.
Yes,
Or kunyari, may ginawa kang protocol sa bahay na okay, kailangan mong mag-disinfect bago ka pumasok, meron kang mat, aapak doon sa yung paa para malinis yung yung shoes mo. So dapat persistent din kasi kailangan palaging gagawin kasi once you you stop doing it or you forget doing it, it takes only a split second for you to catch the COVID virus, di ba?
Yes, that's right.
Kap,
Backstage. Ay, hello.
Ayan.
Yes, ma'am.
oo,
Sadly,
I can see you but you can't see me.
Oh, actually, that happened to me.
Uh-huh.
Saturday, yung drop ng signal, it's so funny. Ako yung nawala sa show. Sinat ko na lang sa group chat namin. Sabi ko, buti band. Sila nagkakwentuhan. Grabe, twice sa akin nangyari. I know, we were talking about that, man, Heidi, Caps. Kanina nga, sabi ko nga, sabi namin nga, problema talaga natin dito yung infrastructure. Signal, number one, signal. Kaya, hindi na naman, hindi na naman surprising. So if these things happen, it's okay. Yeah. Siguro ilabas mo na yung profile photo mo lang.
I'm
Yes,
getting
ma'am.
a pause sign. Parang may pause. I think you need to let me inside.
baka
Hindi
na
lang, nakapasok ka na. Nakapasok ka na.
You're in
Nakapasok
the
na.
show. Everyone
Yeah,
can
you're in the
see
show
you.
na. You're in the show.
In any case, sige, continue na lang with the questions. I'll just answer.
Hindi, yung, lang, yung picture, yung profile picture. I don't know how to
Sige.
make it.
Okay, whatever.
Di ba,
Sige.
pag nagano na lang, di ba yung we can edit naman, pag
Oh,
nag-edit
yes.
tayo,
Yeah, we edit this and yung mga selected parts, mga highlights, we upload them. Or we
Yeah.
can cure the whole thing. We can cure the whole episode naman.
Okay.
mas maganda minsan, yeah. It's better
Sige, ma'am.
kasi the voice is better. Ayan. So, Miss Heidi, we were talking about yun na nga, yung how to solve this COVID na situation. Kasi ang tinamaan is NCR. And more often than not, we would think of NCR as the urban place, di ba? And actually, even urban Cebu, mataas din yung tinamaan ng COVID. So it seems like baka may konting problema yata ang mga urban areas. So saan kaya ho nagkulang ang urban planning kung kaya dumarami ngayon ang COVID cases po natin?
Okay. I think yung the key is in the distancing and it's something that hindi natin talaga kayang magawa in areas where people really converge at saka yung areas na talagang congested. It's understandable and you can see that in the maps na andito talaga. And ngayon nga nagkakaroon ng contamination, like there's I think a third class municipality in our province of Quezon na biglang nag-lockdown na sila because meron na nagdala doon. They used to be COVID-free. So makikita natin clearly that the distance that we have between us or amongst each other is a critical factor. Unfortunately, in slum areas, wala kang distance. In MRTs before, wala kang distance. In jeeps, in buses na everyone is standing, wala ka talagang distance. Yun nga at the onset, very early on, there was also a call and I participated in that petition. Yung ang dali kasing sabihin na wash your hands every time. But ang tanong in third world countries or in the Philippines, in our urban areas na poorer sections, may tubig ba? Walang tubig. Walang tubig, walang sabon. So it seems very elitist to di ba, to impose that na sa totoo lang wala naman pala talagang tubig, wala ring alcohol. Wala kang sanitizer. That's very middle class. So, ano ang talagang pwede? Wala na. Wala kang pwedeng masabing ganun except that to wag kang hindi ka na makontaminate. But nakikita natin that people live on scraps, on trash. Galing kami sa Happy Land ang tawag nila sa Tondo. Happy Land. Yun nga. Buti
Sobrang deteriorated na nga doon.
gano'n ang kanilang that's how they call themselves, their area. Happy, despite the parang talagang ang tawag ko nga doon, they live in settlements unfit for human habitation.
So Miss Heidi, I think tama yung ginawa ng yung programa ng government, the Balik Probinsya programa. Kasi nga, you have to decongest Metro Manila para to be able to at least solve that problem of congestion, di ba?
I wish
Kasi probably nagkaroon lang ng konting glitch kasi nga nung pinauwi sa probinsya, nung balik programa medyo kinumpol-kumpol lang sila na COVID naman yung iba.
Yes.
So
I wish, Miss Betty, that I could say yes. I really wish. pero hindi siya pwede at this time. Yung balik probinsya ay noong maybe 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. At nagkaroon ng regional, talagang tunay at meaningful regional development. Pero nasaan ang jobs? Nasaan ang livelihood opportunities?
Pero Miss Heidi, the DTI is doing a very good job with that kasi I'm active with DTI.
Okay.
And I was surprised sa totoo lang, I was even jealous. Kasi sabi ko, bakit ang dami ng MSMEs in the province which are being supported by government. Now, that's why I say I'm jealous kasi alam mo yung sa probinsya, ang gaganda na ng mga shared service facilities nila. Pero sa Metro Manila, wala pa masyado. So, I think, yun nga lang kasi medyo mabagal nga lang din yung progress in the provinces kasi syempre they are not exposed to Metro Manila and we must admit that life in the province is a little bit laid back, diba? For you to do, kasi sila kahit na MSME sila pero parang naglalaro sila a little although there are already many successful entrepreneurs. Yeah. So that's a happy news for you.
Yes. Oo, yan, ipapalo ko lang yung sinabi niyo na meron nga dating one town, one product program, di ba?
Yeah, it's still going, it's still ongoing.
So yung mga ganun dapat palakasin. Ito towards regional development talaga yan. So ngayon nga, with that, ang babalik nga tayo sa smaller grains like communities. Hindi na talaga ang solution is cities, hindi na doon, kundi sa community and sa individual, sa community at sa
So we build communities in the urban areas and in much the same way na like for example, if we bring them to the provinces, dapat community pa rin. Diba? Kasi kung hindi din sila magtatagal doon, babalik na naman ng Manila. So the answer is really in being able to make a plan to make communities. Successful communities.
Oh, yes, exactly. Strong community-based responses. Like ngayon, neighborhoods, like sa village namin, very strong we're looking out for each other para walang kumalat. Strict ang implementation para hindi kami makontaminate ng isa't isa. Nagtsatsaga kami na kunin ang aming deliveries sa labas ng gate para hindi namin mapapasok yung parating nasa labas. Kasi yun ang mas, in terms of probabilities, mas malaki ang chances nilang makuha nila yung disease. So, it's community-based responses. And even sa sa environmental planning naman, ang tawag namin doon commons-based climate response, for example, for climate change. Commons-based, community-based. So, doon na, palakasin natin ang ating communities. And sabi ni Caps kanina, families. Families is the smallest
basic.
community.
Yes.
Is the smallest community. So, like for our family, 3 nga ang frontliners namin. So,
Oo nga eh.
Yeah.
Oo nga. Thank you very much for being frontliners. It's a big sacrifice.
opo. And that only yung yung mga kapatid ng mga anak ko, they assist their frontliner kapatid. So, ibig sabihin nun, lahat halos frontliners lumalabas. So, pag strong yung family mo in everything, in every response, in every challenge, magiging strong ang community mo, magiging strong ang country mo, magiging strong ang buong mundo. So, I think that's the call. Una-muna yung sa sarili, yes, yung ko, what is my response ko, and then response ng community ko, which is your family at the smallest community, and then, yan, to the bigger community, the world.
Yeah.
Parang ano yan, no? Charity begins at home. So, ang ano doon is improvement also starts with yourself, di ba?
Yes. Actually, everything starts from yourself,
Yourself,
then
yes.
the family unit, then going to the community, to the city, to the province, then, di ba? Kasi we are made up of families. Kaya talagang, yeah, frontliner yan, mga family. Si Ma'am Heidi, frontliner din, and yung daughter mong architect, no? Kasi, you're exposed din doon sa mga doctors, 3 doctors who are always there on the front line. No? So, kasi part din sila. So the home is also part of our front lines. And as katulad ako yung lumalabas, I have to take care of myself, keep social distancing, wear my mask, wear my shield, observe all protocols. Kasi when I get back home, kinakailangan hindi ko dala yung kung hindi ako maingat, dala-dala ko na si COVID-19. Back to my home, di ba?
Kung asymptomatic ka.
Ayun.
Oo nga, hindi mo alam.
So you have
most Filipinos ngayon.
You have false confidence that you're healthy, pero latent pala, nasa iyo pala.
Oo.
Tama.
So, kailangan lang
yan.
kung basta necessary, essential.
Mahirap din kung puro stay at home.
Wala naman, walang movement, walang productivity halo.
Oo. Especially kung walang internet sa bahay, at least kung meron.
Oo. Pero I'm pretty sure the many international exposures that Miss Heidi has,
Yes, ma'am.
oo. Ano kaya yung mga countries na pwede nating, we always learn from others din, di ba? We strengthen the self and then we also learn from kung ano yung ginawa nilang successful. Pwede ho naman nating gayahin, di ba? Okay lang naman siya.
Yes.
So maybe Raymond, when we come back, we'll talk about the international achievements, insights, international insights of Miss Heidi.
She can share mga best practices, ganyan.
Yes.
Kasi speaker din actually si Heidi sa mga international mga environmental and planning mga conventions and conferences. Nagpe-present siya dyan
Okay.
So we will try also Heidi to also Caps. Maybe you can give it out para makita naman yung beautiful face. Nag-share screen na lang today ako. At least nagamit natin yung pictures. Okay. Sige, we'll be back, guys. We'll just take a couple of commercials.
Thank you.
Okay. Don't go away, guys. Don't go away.
Anak, anong gusto mong juice? Ang gusto ko, veggie juice kasi... Gusto juice! Gusto ng lahat! Ang veggie juice na pampasigla ng katawan. Nasa gusto na ang lahat. May gulay na, may prutas pa. Ito na ang sustansya. Vitamin ay kumpleto pa. Ikaw ma, gusto mo? Uminom na ng isang baso ng
masustansya. Kompletong sigla para sa ating pamilya. Gusto Veggie Juice, your yummy veggie drink. No approved therapeutic claims.
Kung puso ang problema, break the bad habits. Move on na para sa healthy heartbeats. A big 5-0. Tara na, let's all be fit. Mega healthy sa Omega 963. Para sa heart nutrient deficiency. Sa Big 5-0, strong ang heart and body. Sa Big 5-0.
Nakamove on ka na't kumanda? Sa Big 5-0, puso mo ay alagang-alaga.
Okay, hindi nag-play yung isa eh. Okay, ayun ako, nag-log out pala ulit. She would try to log in. Okay, oo. Ayan, talagang grabe, na samantalang malakas signal yung QC. Normally, converge ang gamit nila dyan sa Quezon City.
Siguro sabi ni Miss Sadie, no, pag nasa international scene, walang ganitong problema.
Kaya, data nga, ano sa kalye nga sila. Like when we're having our group video call with my sisters, yung nasa Canada, grabe, kahit nagda-drive, nag-go sila mag-asawa noon, naka-group chat, seamless, talagang, sabi ko, grabe.
Yung sinasabi,
Data pa lang yun, no? Data pa lang, dire-diretso.
tama yung sinasabi ni Miss Sadie, na everything should start with me. Naalala mo yun, parang yung gumagawa tayo ng slogan, ganun din yung
Yes, ma'am.
naisip din natin, na
Yes, that's
things
right.
start with me. And then from me, I take care of my family. The family becomes a well-knitted family.
Mhm.
And then mas lalo na parang dito sa COVID, di ba? Parang may pinagsamahan. Actually, it increases. Mas maganda nga yung bonding ngayon eh. Like us, we can have
Oh, yeah.
dinner together. Unlike before na ay kanya-kanyang uwi ng bahay, kanya-kanyang pagkain. Hindi na nga
Paano magkwentuhan, nag-sharing. Dati, wala, nagmamadali lahat.
Oo. And then after the family, we are also part of the next, I think, pwede na ba sa barangay na? And then we're part of the barangay.
Yes.
So, the barangay
neighborhood.
is really playing
Yeah,
an
neighborhood.
important role right now eh. Kaya nga yung mga tao, kala nila barangay chairman lang siya. Pero importante yung barangay chairman kasi doon nag-uumpisa eh. Kasi it's the smaller unit eh. It's easier, sabi nga nila, sweat the small stuff. Yung mga maliliit na bagay, ayusin. So kung maayos naman yung mga barangay, then the city or the municipality will also function well. And then after that, kung okay na the city and the municipality, and the provincial na, and then the whole country will prosper. Diba? Very
Sana-
basic actually.
yeah,
It's
correct,
back to
ma'am.
basics eh.
Yes.
Actually, diba?
Yun lang
Very
nangyari sa atin ngayon. We were brought back to the basics of things. Back to the roots tayo. Family, spiritual, family, yung personal relationship, emotional, then neighborhood. Parang kasi ito yung the family units make up the community. The community make up the province, then kumbaga palaki into one nation. Yan. Ayun. Nagpalit si Ma'am Heidi ng laptop na lang. Yan. It's so weird din, sometimes may experience din yan eh, ng mga iba kong guest, yung may particular gadget or phone na hindi talaga nagmamatch. I don't know, ano mga problema. Especially mga ibang
Baka yung
iPhone.
browser.
Kaya nga I always recommend. Kung ano yung sinabi niya sa StreamYard, talagang kailangan lang Chrome. Use Chrome, then okay, use Chrome. Pero nung Saturday, Sunday talaga was weird eh. Talagang, I don't know. I realize na signal lang talaga. Kasi kahapon I did a technical test broadcast. Monday.
Pero kanina,
Everything's good.
anong nag-start na, sabi ko nga basta
Ay, normally po ganun. May dropping talaga. Oo. Okay. Okay. Palubat na raw pala yung phone, kaya pala nagkakaano.
Yun.
Yung power kasi niya, pagka di ba yun, hindi na top shape, hindi na top, ultimo, hindi na top, basta anyway. So yung the reason why gusto natin ginas din natin si Heidi is para ma-apply din natin kasi nga actually sa isang KBP conference yan na speaker namin nun si Joey Ayala. Ginawa niya kasi ito mahilig siya mag-study ng history, ng sociology. Ang problema kasi ng Pilipinas nga according to mga yung education system kasi natin daw is puro dumping information. Hindi tayo tinuruan ng mga critical thinking, planning, magaling lang tayo sana mobilization, volunteering. We were just
paano nga
to sit down there, dump lang. Well, pero ang Pilipino naman, very critical naman ang utak natin. Yung alam, minsan over. Pero generally speaking, kung
ang Filipinos are very skeptical. Skeptical siya na parang ganito, ganun. Pero kaya lang, ang problema is, I do not understand why, sa pagka-skeptical niya, naging naman siya, very gullible naman.
Oh, yeah,
So,
no. No?
Maybe that's where
may contradiction, May contradiction.
masyado kasi sigurong optimistic ang Pilipino, di ba? We're a very happy people na tsaka
parang biro lang
dahil-
kasi lahat, hindi masyadong serious siguro.
Oo. Tsaka dahil sa kaya nga dyan pumapasok yung critical thinking. Kasi when you do critical thinking, you always think of the good side, but you also have to consider the bad side. So, kailangan meron kang best scenario or this is what's going to happen. Paano na yung worst scenario? So, now you start to weigh. You decipher kung whether this is the best or the other one is the best option. So nagkakaroon ng discussion on what will be the better one. Ang siguro nga tayo dahil we always think na ito ang maganda, so sigurado yan, it will bring good results. Tapos pag bad yung results, then we are in a quandary, ano na gagawin? Ganon.
Tsaka we lack also in ito sinabi naman si Father Bob Garon kasi nung si Regan when he was preschooler pa lang enrolling ko siya sabi ni Father Bob Garon, the problem in the Philippines number one is accountability. Everything is naaareglo. Wala tayo accountability. Everything is okay na pag-usapan niya, naaayos daw. So in governance, ganoon din nangyayari. Wala accountability katulad ng isang senator na, 'di ba, na guilty sa mga plunder pero dahil matanda na, senior citizen na, hindi na hinold accountable, 'di ba? Parang medyo tayo, like in the US, yung mga mafia, Godfather, pag Godfather ka, na you were found guilty of tax fraud, doon ka tatanda sa kulungan. Ganun doon accountability of the law. Siguro number one din natin. Like yung PhilHealth ngayon, sana naman may accountable.
Oo nga, laking pera no? Tsaka syempre, playing with people's lives there. Kasi nga, kung kinuha mo yung pera, paano na yung wala nang kapaggastusan ng iba.
Yes, tsaka blood money yan, pinaghirapan, dugot, pawis ng taong bayan yan. So I hope talaga matuto tayo.
The government this time ng COVID, buti nga naisip nila yung working people, 'di ba? Palagi ang inaayuda yung mga the poorest of the poor. 'Di ba? The poorest of the poor, 'di ba? Ang problema, the poorest of the poor is not contributing to the economy. Ba gusto nila mangyari? Gusto nila yung the working class will become poor bago sila matulungan. So this time, I think they did a good job of that. At saka mas din yun yung mas sigurado ka. Kasi like the working class is paying SSS. So they distributed the ayuda through the SSS. Tama, for the first time, I think they did a good move there. Kasi that is accountability.
Na-release na
diba?
ba yan? Na-release na ba yan?
Meron. Yung mga employees ko naman, nakakuha naman.
Wow,
Although
good.
sabi
Pero hindi
nila,
yung loan, ha? Hindi yung calamity loan, ha? Grant yun.
Hindi siya, It's really
Grant
the
talaga.
ayuda.
Ayuda talaga. Yun.
The COVID
Ay,
ayuda.
salamat. Opo. Kailangan talaga yun. Opo. Kasi nga, when we pamper the poor, kahit na, di ba, kailangan tulungan, pero kung hindi tuturuan mangisda, magtanim, wala mangyayari, kung susubukan lang natin. Well, of course, it's part of our politics din kasi, yung dole-out mentality. So we have to really change. There's an overhaul that needs to be done in our nation. Parang everybody's guilty somehow.
Kasi nga kung if the dole-out mentality pervades, then everybody will just sit down and wait for the dole-out, di ba?
And masisira walang productive. Even the Bible says, huwag pakainin yung mga tamad, di ba?
Kaya nga. Meron ba nun? Hindi ko alam yun.
Meron po, sa Proverbs po yan, huwag pakainin ng mga tamad.
Oo nga. Pag hindi nga nagtrabaho, di ba, everybody has to earn their keep. So, parang ganyan din eh. Everything has to start from the self. So, kung yung self, ayaw niyang tulungan yung sarili niya, di ba? Paano siya how will the life improve? Paano mag-improve yung life niya? And then they expect somebody else to do it for them. Di ba? Parang it's very unfair naman. No?
Yes. So, kailangan talaga, kaya nga we're here to help. From the start naman, we've told everybody, Health Revolution, since day one, this is a holistic approach para sa ating health and wellness. Kasi when we say, you want to be healthy, you want to be well, of course, importante yung physical, mental, and spiritual, di ba? Because the spiritual aspect, it affects our emotional. Kung well-founded or well-grounded ng iyong spiritual, then, syempre, meron tayong optimistic ayoko magsalita ng positive. The irony of the year 2020, kailangan stay negative to be positive.
Ganun ba yun?
Parang joke lang yun. Of course, you have to always be optimistic or positive-minded. Nakakatuwa yung mga nakaka-cope. Pero yung of course, hindi lang yung coping skills kasi kinakailangan, we have realized importante yung planning eh. We were all caught unaware. Especially the Filipinos. Wala tayo yung mga plano. So, nahirapan tayo, nangangapa tayo ngayon. So, we're here para at least maunti-unti natin makapag-plano tayo. Okay?
So, yun na nga natin, kahit na urban and environment planning, it actually all boils down to the self. So, para magkaroon ng magandang environment, ang each and every individual, we should all do our share, kumbaga, in making our environment a safe place to live in. So, everything starts from the self. Oo.
So, I think we have to take a commercial gap. Parang natagalan din mag-log in eh. Anyway, para hindi tayo sayang yung oras.
Yeah, but so maybe we'll have an overtime. This is what I
like. Okay lang, no problem. This is not airtime naman on broadcast eh. Walang kasunod na programa. That's the good thing about an online show. No? So, ito. We will, i-play din natin itong kasi we're supporters of the small entrepreneurs, Buyanihan Project, then we will also be playing
Kasi nga, sabi nga natin, everything starts from the self, everything starts with the small. So let's promote our MSMEs.
Yes, all right.
Basta't nandyan ka, may panasada, handahan sa...
Kailangan nating talunin itong pandemic na to.
Kailangan lumaban eh. Kailangan may gawin.
I'm not going to be part of that 40% that will not survive, and that's it.
Muling susulong, pwede kang mangarap.
There's still a drop of life, then I'm gonna hold on to that and I'm gonna keep it alive.
Even just buying one mask na 35 pesos, it's like we dance for joy.
Kung nag-umpisa ka na, sana may bumili ng tinda ko, parang back to basic ako.
Doon mo ma-feel na, okay, may pag-asa pala.
For the sake of the Filipinos, we just have to give it a fight, di ba?
Pwede pang
ang problema, break the bad habits. Move on na para sa healthy heartbeats. A big 5-0. Tara na, let's all be fit. Mega healthy sa Omega 963. Para sa heart nutrient deficiency. Sa big 5-0, strong ang heart and body. Sa big 5-0.
Nakamove on ka na't kumanda? Sa Big 5-0, puso mo ay alagang-alaga.
Kinilala ang kalidad ng Berry Gluta sa katatapos pa lang na 3rd Outstanding Men and Women of the Year Philippines 2019. Sa galingan ng Berry Gluta sa beauty and wellness industry, hinirang ito bilang Philippines Brand of the Year.
Congratulations to Berry Gluta, one of the awardee of the Philippine Outstanding Brand of the Year.
This is Innovations Aidway will be launching the first and only hexagonal and berry-coated gluta tablet in the Philippines, which is Berry Gluta.
Ang Berry Gluta ay powered ng 5-in-1 skincare formulation.
It is composed of glutathione with rose petal extract, which is a Japanese patent ingredient, plus acai berry, and then vitamin C and inulin as its prebiotics.
Ang Berry Gluta ay malapit ng mabili sa leading drugstores nationwide.
Berry Gluta. Lutang ang iyong ganda.
Mahalagang paalaala, ang Berry Gluta ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Okay, we are back. And yeah, Amy's back.
Oh, meron akong hero yung anak ko nandito.
Buti, siya ba yung yung frontliner mo?
Yeah, oo.
Congrats
Don't
sa
worry,
luto
Miss
sa'yo, ha?
Amy.
Much respect.
Sabi nga namin, what's good with an online show is we can have an extension.
Yes, of course. Hello nga pala kay Jug Hanilove Ramos. Ayan, hip-hop rapper, nanonood sa ating watch party. Okay, so now, nag-laptop na si Caps, si Ma'am Hailey.
It's still my cellphone.
Cellphone pa rin, chinarge ka lang. Medyo minsan mahirap mag-start up ng
Yeah,
laptop.
initialize.
Oo.
Okay, I
So
think
now,
you're asking
back to
about
our...
what other
Yes,
countries
yes.
are doing.
Yes, ma'am.
If you will be surprised what other countries are doing, we're also doing. May 40s. Yung testing, tracing, treatment, or therapeutics, except I think for one last, transparency. So, yung transparency, I think ang best practice na country, the best model would be Taiwan. Taiwan and South Korea. Nakalink kasi sila sa mga GPS nila. It's really AI, ICT. So,
Yun, dapat ganun talaga
but yung sana...
Pero kulang tayo dyan. We don't have it yet. Parang tayo, parang naka-logbook pa yata yung mga
Sobrang Excel naman.
Excel naman.
Pero kasi
like when I went to the bank last Monday, siya mahaba yung mga questions and they're on the right track. Yun talaga yung kailangan. So, importante talaga yung tracing because we're now talking about community transmission and testing. I think dumadami na talaga. Then, at treatment, therapeutics, may mga recommended or prescribed na mga gamot na ginagamit while pending pa yung the vaccine itself, di ba? Pero yun, I think let's focus on transparency. Sana, unang-una sa sarili na ulit. Are you transparent with yourself? Kasi ang dami din in denial. In denial. Kasi,
matatago.
Ayaw mo kasi, di ba? Because ayaw mo magkasakit. So, hindi mo rin ma-admit sa sarili mo. You're not even transparent with yourself. So, if you have comorbidities, stay at home.
Yes.
Yun naman, di ba? Yun. So, on the level of communities, be transparent. That's the 4 T. That's yung pinaka-importante. Also, on the level of the countries, tamang data ang binibigay natin. Medyo nagulat nga ako at nasa-smile ako sa fresh data nung dati. But pag ganun kasi, that means parang minamanage mo yung data. We have to be transparent. Let's call it faith. May sakit, wala, gumaling, namatay.
Para alam niyo yung score, di ba?
Kasi in the end, talaga hindi naman natin mapo-fault ang government. Government is doing all that is necessary. I think lahat tayo. Lahat ganun ang ginagawa. So, the 40s, yun nga. Lahat ginagawa natin yun. But the best models in tracing, in testing, in therapeutics and treatment, and in transparency would be Taiwan and yung dati Vietnam pa rin talaga. Kasi although they're almost COVID-free. So,
kaya recently they had us, nagkaroon sila ng parang, surge din in some areas.
But that's when all the other countries in the ASEAN and South and in Asia ay talagang kasagsagan na. Pero sila, wala pa talaga sila nun. So, I think there maraming example sa Vietnam na masasite ko in terms of how they, pero laging sasabihin, because they are socialist country.
Communist.
Communist, socialist.
Yes, dictatorial daw pag parang tyrannical pag communist. Parang tinatakbo mo nila doon? Hindi nila sasabi, parang tinatakbo nung daw yung data?
Singapore, they call Singapore, anong klase? Benevolent dictatorship under Lee Kuan Yew. Oo. So, kasi depende kasi kung sino yung saan mo ina-address yung iyong mga policies Baka pag minsan kailangan disciplinarian ka. Hindi naman siguro dictatorship but really very disciplinarian yung Singapore leadership noong una. And hindi lang yung leadership, it's also the communities of Singapore. Like, dun nga, I think I mentioned that before in our one radio program, Caps, diba? Sa Singapore, hindi lang si Lee Kuan Yew ang critical factor doon. It's also the communities. Pag nagkaroon na ng agreements in the home or house, what they call the homeowners organizations, tapos absent ka at in-implement, you have no right to contradict whatever has been resolved. Kasi na-agree na So that's the kind of discipline na perfect nga para sa kanila, and maybe some kind of discipline that should also be imposed upon us as a people. Kasi ang Pilipino, sumusunod ang Pilipino pag merong dapat sunod.
Bantay.
Oo, pag nasa ibang country, sumusunod tayo.
Oh, yeah. Dito rin pag may bantay lang.
Pag nasa Subic, hindi tayo, we don't go against the traffic group.
Yeah. Like yung, di ba? Kasi po ako nagko-commute kasi ako Pagkakita mo yung mga conductor o mga driver, pwede na dito, walang bantay. Lagi maririnig yan pwede na bumaba dyan. Hindi pwede, may bantay.
Oo, yung traffic lights,
hindi pwede. Pag walang bantay.
Ano sabi?
Kahit saan, pedestrian lane, mga bus stop. Suggestions na doon.
Suggestions lang.
Pero although I think leadership is also very the leader who make the plans. So it's the people who execute, diba? So parang kung magaling yung leader, kasi even in an organization or in homeowners or even in barangay, kasi there are some who are abusive So, but if the leadership is good and if they have very nice plans, and as you've said, yung Pilipino sumusunod naman diba? So, kung maganda naman yung plano, then the unit becomes successful. Pero
especially kung implementor.
Oo, diba?
Good example din. Leadership by example. Like in our city, Pasig City is one example.
Si DJ Raymond is a witness to what we did in one municipality in our province, in Quezon. It's really very participative. So people had a buy-in kaagad dun sa plan, and so yung implementation din nun, unfortunately, nagbago naman ng leader.
Nagbago administration. Pero until now, napapakinabangan din yung mga nagawa dati. Like yung mga yung planning, yung mapping, and para dun sa, ang tawag sa ganyan, yung mga location, anong tawag sa ganyan? Ilagay mo rito
yung quadrant.
yung public. Ayun, yung mga ganun. Kasi recently, may mga investors na malalaki doon na sa tamang lugar na nailagay, yung steel corporation. So, kailangan talaga ng magandang planning.
Pero yun na, pero maganda din sa Philippines, di ba? Kasi nga, we also believe in the, kasi it's the voice of the people, at least, di ba? Naniniwala pa rin in the voice of the people. So, if, for example, you have an abusive leader, pero the people, they band together, then we can still do something. Kaya nga, it's, as Miss Heidi was saying, everything starts from the self. Tama? And then from the self, and then it goes upwards, barangay, municipality, and president. Now, but then, if the president, the senators, the congressman are abusive, then we hope that the people can express themselves. And most especially ngayon na digital, di ba? So there are more opportunities for people to voice out, whatever their sentiments, and also for people to help in their own way how we can make the Philippines a very progressive country. So the good news, I'm happy to hear from Miss Heidi na at least hindi naman masyadong, kasi palaging the Philippines is being pictured as the palaging
basket case.
Palaging nasa dulo, basket case na ba?
Yun ang sinasabi lang pero hindi. In corruption, maybe we are one of the top, pero in other factors naman hindi.
Usually, yung mga planners have been called, parang kami yung nagsasabi ng gloom and doom. So, sabi ko, baguhin naman, positive naman yung ating i-emphasize para, kasi pag tinignan mo yung status ng everything, parang ang pangit, di ba? Pero, like in what we did in the can-do planning natin nun dati, the thrust there is more on the positive side. Even hindi nga tayo punitive in the mga ordinances, naintindihan natin yung status. And so therefore, from here on, hindi mo na binabalikan masyado yung past. And ang emphasis natin
moving forward na.
Yung tawag natin na the most powerful, mantra ko na yun ngayon the most powerful two-letter word sentence. And it is, if it is to be, it is up to me. So
it is up to me. It will be.
It is up to me. Yeah. So if it is to be na maling lahat, it is up to me. If it is to be na magkasakit lahat, it is also up to me. So more on the positive side, gusto nating gumaling, do our part. So it's really
self-accountability, importante.
It's the recognition of your personal responsibility.
Accountability.
Ang emphasis is, what is my right, what is my entitlement, ano ang kailangan mong abuda. Ano kaya, ang tanong ni JFK noon dati, ask not what the country can do for you, ask what you can do for you.
Do for your country, dapat talaga.
Kailangan more.
Yung father ko noon, laging inuulit sa amin, kung hindi ka makakatulong, huwag kang makaroon. So, sa Quezon, don't be a hindrance, an impediment. Ikaw yung solution, ikaw hindi ka pwede. Kung hindi ka makakatulong, at least huwag kang makaroon.
So, sakto rin sa namin yan. Say one of our slogans, di ba? Be part of the solution. Be part of the solution.
Yeah, of the health revolution.
As you were saying, Ma'am Betty, kanina.
At least, I'm happy talking with Miss Heidi today kasi it gives us a very, rosy outlook, diba, in life. Kasi madami, diba, masyado nang nade-depress because of the COVID pandemic. So at least, diba, Miss Heidi has given us some life into our future na may pag-asa pa naman. As long as each and every one of us will do our share, diba? So that we all contribute, do our part. Parang yung sinasabi nga, if you want to be entitled, then do your part first, di ba? So that you will reap the profits in the future. So I think with those many sayings that Miss Heidi told us today, parang we're full of parang sarap ng buhay, no?
Naging positive ang outlook.
Promises, very positive.
Na-inspired.
Yeah.
Sabi ko nga, in the end, it boils down to spiritual, yung good stewardship. Good stewardship for the environment, good stewardship sa ating sarili, good stewardship sa ating paligid. Everything else will be hopeful.
Everything will follow. Yeah. As long as you have your faith, diba? If the faith is strong, God will do
Pakita natin yung yes, ma'am. May book ito si ma'am. May Facebook page si Heidi. Pwede kong ipakita itong sustainability files.
The sustainability files, the unifying thread.
Ayan, meron po lang hard copy yan, book talaga. Pero meron din yung electronic
kaya
version.
lang wala na nga daw, wala na hard copy. Pero we're encouraging
Sold out na. Pwede i-publish.
We were encouraging Heidi to come up with the soft copy.
Ayun, e-book.
Ano tayo ngayon modern age na tayo.
Tsaka,
digital age.
Yes. Especially, maraming oras ang tao ngayon magbasa while on lockdown or or what we call community quarantine. Ito yung Facebook page ni Heidi. Sustainability Files by ENP. That's Environmental Planner Heidi. ENP. Okay.
Nakakabigla mag-search ang mga likes.
Kasi dapat naman talaga, ang gaganda ng mga topic, ang ganda ng mga na-discuss dito So dapat talaga, get the word out. Ayan.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much din, Heidi, for joining.
Yes.
And so with that, we hope to see our Ka-Revolutionarios next Wednesday again at 12:05 to 1:05 p.m. with sometimes with little extension. So I hope you bear with us and still join us. And Bali, you can still upload us on Facebook, My Big Ink, and Gusto Juice, and Health Revolution PA.
Yes. Siguro before we finally wrap this up, hingi lang tayo kay Heidi ng parang konting in summary, kahalagahan din ng planning. Siyempre, kasi lagi din ng government, dapat government, paano ba yung tamang mindset, paano natin practically ma-apply din sa buhay natin yun. Pagiging planner natin. Kasi apektado ang community, apektado ang family, apektado ang environment. Ayan.
Like I said, ginagawa ng government whatever is necessary, all the things that are essential. Sa level ng individual and the community, yun ang kailangan ngayon na focus. So, naggawa nga ako ng bagong anong tawag dito? Acronym for COVID. It's communities, very important for development or for disease prevention. So COVID rin. But more on the new better meaning to the word COVID para alisin na natin yung negative. Let's focus on the positive. So change of mindset.
Acronym pala. That's a new meaning.
Communities, very important in development or in disease prevention. So COVID is
very important.
So let's all recognize our personal responsibility, everyone's responsibility. If it is to be, it is up to me. And good stewardship. I think to sum up everything, it all boils down to good stewardship for everything.
If it is to be, it is
Anonymous yung author niyan, hindi ako author.
Okay.
Oh, we always cite we always cite the,
Oo nga, ma'am.
refer to
The source. Kaya lang wala
Oo,
siya.
refer to the source, but it's anonymous. Ang galing nga.
Dami talaga nagawa yan si Anonymous eh.
Oo. Kasi anonymous.
Okay, so ang ganda. COVID community very important
Community
in
is
disease
very important.
prevention.
For disease prevention.
Ayan. Yeah, speaking from
Yan,
from
ni Miss Sadie yan.
talagang frontliner family yan mga yan. Kaya talagang feel na feel, no? So, and minsan, napal ko rin sa nakikiusap na yung mga frontliners, please, kayo naman ay umiwas na. Kumbaga, observe safety protocols na mapagod na raw sila. Ayan, pagpulay natin ang ating mga frontliners. Especially pagpulay pa natin yung mga pasaway na kababayan natin to really think of anything that we do. Kailangan maisip din natin yung epekto nito. Accountability. If it is to be, it's up to be. Okay. So, Ma'am Betty.
It's to be, it's up to the Filipino.
Individual.
Pero I like that quote of Miss Sadie. Community is very important for disease prevention. So it sums up what the essence of urban planning. Na the community is the most important unit of the urban community. Ayan. So, yun na nga although we'd like to move on and talk more, kaya lang our time is up. Medyo may extension na tayo.
Yes.
So,
mga Zoom meeting pa yung dalawa, mga busy kayo, alam ko. And even our viewers, everybody's busy nowadays. So, we don't want to take more of your time. Anyway, you can watch this on demand. Anytime, it's replayable. Thank you so much, Caps Heidi, Malubay, and sana matuloy na yung ating yung sustainability files. Right now, parang community quarantine edition.
natin yan.
Oo, maganda yan. Very, especially nowadays, no? Kita natin ang kahalagahan niya. Everybody's talking about sustainability ngayon eh. Kasi we have to really sustain this prolonged pandemic. Importante, stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sadie. Bye-bye.
Everybody, watch this. Sa YouTube, nandyan din yan. So, search nyo lang, Edge TV Philippines and also Health Revolution PH and My Big Ink. Ayan, nasa crawler at mybigink.com. Yan lang. Okay, so thank you. Stay safe. Thank you, ma'am.
God bless.